Hey friends, hope you're doing well and welcome to this 2024 guide to Google Bard. So we explore all the new features which are available to us and how we can leverage and get the best out of Bard. So when you open the website and you're connected to your Google account, this is what you should see then. And you can see at the beginning and the front screen here already, there are a few prompt templates which you can use, which you can leverage. For instance, if you want to understand something, here are a few examples. If you want to create something, or whether you want to explore a certain topic, then there are a few options in here. For instance, if you just choose here plan a visit, if I click on it, then by default I get here a prompt template, and all I need to do is modify to my specific needs. So kind of quickly set up really a prompt in here instead of writing it all manually by yourself. This is available in here. And I would encourage you, use these options here because they really are quite good and of course made for Bard, so we can leverage them quite easily. Next, what we also have are the so-called plugins or extensions. So in ChatGPT we would call them plugins, but in Google here in Bard we would call them extensions. And the great thing is that these extensions are related to Google services, which means that if you click on this option here, the extensions, then you should see, as you can see here, various Google services. So for instance, Google Flights, Google Hotels, Google Maps, and also Google Workspaces and YouTube. So you can enable these, as you've seen. I already did this in here. And if you enable the extensions, then you can leverage them when you, talk to Bard. So what I mean by that is if I go to new chat, as you can see, those are enabled, and Google Flights, for instance, as well. And if I click on new chat, and then I go in here and say, give me the next flight to Miami, and I just enter this, and then Google will recognize this and also my location where I'm currently am, and I get exactly here, this is the next flight I can use, and here I get a few additional information, and here are the flights and also the prices. So that you can easily use Google Bard, and it has these Google services, also travel, and as you've seen for hotels, it works exactly the same way, and all this is available by default to us. So next to that, more interesting, at least to me, are services which are more related to my personal things. For instance, as you've seen in the extension section here, where we had YouTube and Google Workspaces. So Google Workspaces, you can see here, is related to Gmail, to Drive, and to your Docs. So this means that if you enable this setting, then you can leverage this in order to access data which is on your Drive or your emails. You can ask questions about your emails and also about the docs you might have in Google. Before you can do this, however, what you need to do is you need to also go inside the settings of these applications in your Google account. If you go to Gmail and settings, and then you need to enable new settings. It also tells you that if you first enable this and try to use it, just to make sure that you really want Google, in this case Bard, to access your personal things, right? Your data. So, but if you enable this, it can leverage this. And also you can leverage YouTube, which means that, for instance, you can summarize YouTube videos if you want to do this, and other kinds of cool things. So to show you how this works, let's actually go to new chat in here and say, in this case, I want to leverage YouTube. So all I need to do is use the add symbol, and you can see that this is enabled for me. So I can simply tag YouTube here, add YouTube, and then I can ask my prompt. And here I want to summarize the key points of this video in this case, and then I provide the URL. And as soon as I do this, I just click on submit. And then I just wait a little bit, and then Bard is just accessing this YouTube video, takes a look at the transcript, and then gives me here the results. By the way, this was an interview which was at the summit in Davos, I think, in Switzerland, about the AI future with Sam Altman from ChatGPT, or from OpenAI. So that's it. And you can see that's quite quickly, just ran through this and just give me the key points in here. And you can do this for any kind of video you want, especially if the video is very long, then of course you might want to have a kind of summary for that. And then you can easily do this like this, for instance. So that's it about this YouTube option. Quite quickly, quite easily to use, and kind of really helpful. Next, we could also upload images. So you can see here, I have an image like that, which is kind of really an image. So it's kind of difficult to extract the data from here. But what if I like to extract this data? Then I can simply go here. You can see they can upload images. So I can drag and drop the image in here like that. And then I just put in my prompt in here, for instance, like this, extract the data from the image and give me the output. And then I can submit this, and I just wait a little bit, and then I should get the data. And as you can see, here is the output of the data. And now I can use this, for instance, to just copy this and paste it somewhere. With the images, be careful a little bit because it does not always work. Sometimes you need to upload the image a few times. So just my personal experience, but at least it works. Okay, so that's it. The last option I would like to show you is how to access files on my Google Drive and also summarize the data. So because you cannot upload directly PDF files, for instance here, you can only upload images, but you can upload PDF files to your Google Drive. And if you do this, and then you can ask questions about the PDF and also summarize it. So for instance, I want to summarize some kind of ebook which I downloaded. So I say add, and then you can see here the options. And in this case, I would like to access Google Drive. Click on add Google Drive in here. And then I just paste my question, in this case that. So summarize the PDF file, and then I have an ebook here, which is written in German, but it doesn't matter. Just summarize that for me, and then if I click on the run option here, press enter, then I can simply wait, and then I should get actually the data here about the ebook and the summary. And of course, you could be more specific, like summarize this in a few sentences or anything like that, and output it in bullet form, whatever you want to have. But you can see here, this is what it does. So the ebook and so on and so on and so on. It's 10 commandments of argumentation and so on and so on and so on and so on. So you can find all of this, and also it provides here the link, so I can click on a link if I want and go directly to the specific ebook. So that's also available here. And the other features about Google services also work the same way. So you just type in an add, for instance, as a symbol, and then you can access these services in here. And if you want to access your Gmail, for instance, you can go at Gmail, and then what was the question of, or what is data, summarize the data of the emails from the last week, anything like that, or summarize the last email from this and this sender, and so on. So all this is possible. And that's it, actually. A little introduction to the new Google Bard in 2024. So various options, and especially the Google services, are invaluable to me, but hopefully they're also interesting to you. And if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more, also give it a thumbs up. Thanks a lot, take care, and see you in the next video. Until then, best guys.